Hello everyone, this is Grim Down and we are back. Now, I guess last episode was sort of not that eventful. We've started infested fields, we've killed about 2 egg clusters, we didn't play anything off camera. There's a lot of fields around over here. I'm gonna go a bit north right now to see what's what. We kind of killed the mobs over this way. Not all of them, I'm pretty sure about that, but at least some. Things do spawn if you move away from the egg clusters. I don't think the egg clusters actually give anything else, well, than just eggs. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Up north, they're just a bunch of NPCs, nothing left, just a bunch of farmers. Over here is like homestead. That's about it. We do see another star on this field. Let's go about and see what's that. Oh. They are sort of lower level than I am, so they're not that hard to get. But don't be fooled. They can overrun you. Still, busters are rather tough, I guess. We didn't have like any problems so far, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna get trouble soon enough. Let's see how we're doing. So we've completed this part of the map. Right now we're doing infested fields for those that didn't really understood me or whatever. We're gonna go this way as far as we go, as we can. We are in Trustbury Farm. There's about 3 farms we need to rescue around here. Let's see how this actually goes. Ah, there we go. Have Delilah's or whatever diary or West Progress missing diary. Okay, interesting. We have a quest apparently. I don't see anything else. We're sitting rather good over here. We could read some of the... Oh, this is just the quest part. We have about 3 papers to read. Let's do complete this though. Oh, we have none of this already? Okay. I didn't really look up the sword. We're probably gonna change from what we have, but we're gonna see how this actually goes. This we cannot use, this is nowhere better, and this is a quest item. Let's put it into the, I guess, this part of the inventory. So, property of Delilah, Trustbury quest item. Collect Delilah's diary, return to the diary to Delilah, Trustbury, Homestead. So if you go to Homestead right now, we could actually complete these quests like right this instance. But we're gonna try to do a bit more and then go to her and give her diary back. Okay, where were we? Yeah, how about reading some of these papers? Some of them are actually from Homestead directly. You can find them. I have like 2 of them because, well, we took them twice. I did do this like off camera. And I'm gonna read Delilah's diary last. Now, Journal of Inquisitor Creed. This would be like the last or one of the last entries in his diaries. Let's see how he actually fared and maybe even got away from the warden. Inquisitor Creed, the 7th entry. Much time has passed since my last entry. Following my escape from Krieg's laboratory, I have raced against time and lost. Passed through and lost. Raced against time and lost. Passed through darkness and flame and witnessed the ruin of the world as I knew it. Even as I assumed key figures in the capital were likely to be possessed by the entities we now call ethereals, I reasoned it would only with support from within. What? I reasoned that it was only with support from within the capital that we would hope to thwart them. Any action that began outside the capital could be spun as a political rebellion and crushed with the Empire's own forces before the truth could be exposed. Thus, I cast the dice and raced towards the heart of Erland, trying to conceal myself as best as I could. Upon my arrival, I proceeded cautiously, booking a room at the Squalid Inn near the West Gate in an effort to keep my arrival secret. Initially, I sought out old acquaintances, assuming it could detect some changes in the personality or behavior. It might reveal possession. A few awkward reunions made it painfully obvious that years on the road carried out my duties As an inquisitor had left me out of touch and unable to discern whether any changes were the result of possession or just the passing of time and faded memories. The only gamble left then was to report back to the citadel of the Luminary and see what came of it. I never made it there. Waiting until the sunlight dwindled and crowds thinned in the streets below, I rose to leave but was quite startled to see that a shadowy figure had somehow silently breached my room, ending all of the words sent against intruders. Oh, this is how I came into cooperation with the First Blade. First Blade. I guess the First Blade is Ulgrim. Oh, so he can do I guess not but can undo magic as well. Black Legion Scouting Report. Lots of experience, I like that. Black Legion Scout Report. I write this letter to report the extreme and disturbing arterial activity to the north of Homestead. I set off to the foothills and made my way through the warden of low stone walls, fence, and occasionally farmhouses. I was careful to move in secret and remain undetected from the horrors that still roam the fields, unchecked. I made it to the valley of two hills near the river and witnessed something I can barely comprehend. An unearthly black pillar that was neither stone nor flesh, drifting slowly across the land as would a low cloud. A sickly green glow burned at its core and great written tendrils hung from somewhere underneath the shifting back shell. Okay, that's sort of weird. Pillar with a shell. I watched it mounting dread as the unholy obelisk slowed and then, without warning, burrowed the hooks of the dangling tentacles into the ground. The ground began to wither and glow with the same unwholesome green. So what we actually find within the world and kind of saps of our lives. It was then that the obelisk pulled itself into the ground with a sound that made me feel as if the earth was dying. It began slowly glowing, so bright I could hardly look. It was seeped into the ground, twisted and corrupting as it spread, or something along those lines. I lingered for nearly a hour in the place, and in that time a great distance around the obelisk had been changed. I was about to leave when the obelisk erupted from the ground and drifted to an untouched path of the land and began the cycle again. We must act soon, or this will be nothing, or soon, or there will be nothing left to save. 6th Regimental Scout of the Black Legion, Renal Obrecht. Whatever that name was. And we still have like one more entry. This is Delilah's diary. This is the quest we just got. Oh my god, there's a lot of reading over here. Except from Delilah's diary. Oliver doesn't want me waiting in here anymore. He says it fills my heart with the dreams when there's work to be done around the farm. I've been writing at night when he's asleep. He cannot stop the muse that pulls the strings to my heart. The Weeping Oak by Delilah Tusbury. The limbs of nearby trees trapped a steady rhythm against the bedroom window. Another storm was building up in the horizon, but Delilah could not shake the feeling that this would not be just another shower. She sat up in her bed and took a quick glance at her husband, Oliver. He was still fast asleep. Not even a hurricane would stir that man from his slumber. Yeah, I like his sleep. You can shoot a cannon near him, he wouldn't wake up. Delilah got up, making sure not to shift the covers of her husband. She tiptoed to the wardrobe and retrieved her gear, a well-worn suit of light leather armor and her trusty sword, Stormheart. Well, I like the name. She has that much. The blade sparkled with electricity as she removed it from its scabbard. The enchantment was still as strong as the day she had found it in the tomb north of Darkvale. Delilah replaced the blade and hooked the scabbard into her belt. She took one last glance at Oliver before heading out the door. It was best he didn't know about her little nightly vigils. He would just worry himself sick, and Delilah could not stand to see him so obsessed over her safety. Yes, he's sort of not a villain. He's more of a well, whatever. She's sort of a hero to some degree. The wind whipped Delilah's hair around her face as she stepped onto the front door. Oh my god, she really knows how to ride, I guess. The rain was already starting to pick up. The ground was drenched with moisture, turning the path into mud. Delilah tread carefully, planting every step on a stone or whether the ground was still firm. At last she arrived at the edge of the lone oak tree, a place she could be alone with her thoughts, but there was something off about the spot that night. A deep sense of dread immediately covered her. I knew you'd come out to greet me, Delilah, my dear. A ghastly voice spoke from behind the tree. Delilah drew Stormheart, its sparkling surface turning to the raindrops into mist. A dark figure showed itself and calmly walked towards her. She could not see the man's face, but she knew well who he was. Come now, is that any way to greet your brother? The man spoke again. Delilah did not say a word. Instead, she left her blade to do the talking for her. The figure countered the blows with the blade of his own, a burning sword that left streaks of fire across the air with every swing. I see you've been practicing, the man said with a grin forming on his lips. Thunder cracked in the sky and lightning flared down from the heavens, briefly illuminating the scene. The light from the storm revealed the face of Delilah's adversary, the grisly, heavily decaying face of her brother, Dravis. Delilah hissed through clenched teeth. She dove in for another attack, and I guess that's pretty much the end of the diary. We spent a lot of time actually reading that diary, a bit more than I actually would have wanted. Let's see where we should go. I guess we want to see where this infested farms. We're sitting pretty well. We're still in the where we are supposed to. Actually, let's break this. There we go. A bit of items. I like the story. I like her writing as well. Pretty nice. We're not gonna go too much into this place. We're gonna leave this for, I guess, next episode maybe, or if we actually finish this farmlands. Let's go and clear the mobs from this part. They seem to be pretty much our level. There we go. We're pretty much surrounded. Small ones seem to really do some damage if you don't get them fast. Not that much, but just about enough to annoy you. If you don't kill whatever spawns from the eggs rather fast, they will actually grow up to be nasty bugs. Big nasty bugs, that is. So you should keep that in mind. It really seems to spread around over here. Elseword farm. Let's get this. Let's get the whatever bugs those are. There we go. Have a few more eggs over here. How many? We have like 3 more to actually get. I do wanna do this parts first. I don't know if they have eggs or anything. Apparently they do. Oh my god, there's a lot of eggs around. We're probably gonna find some bosses as well about now. But we are really getting them with our skills. The normal attacks get the normal mobs rather fast. Smaller ones do take a lot of actually to kill. I mean, but the NPCs did say that these sort of bugs are not that easy to get, so I guess they were right and everything. We still have like 1 egg cluster and we just got it. Still want to complete this area though. Been over here. Seem to have like 2 quests done already. One of the main ones and Delilah's journal or whatever. This farm does go this way. I want to see what's over here first and then go back to town. Homestead or whatever it's called. Actually, it is Homestead. I know how it's called. Here we go. Like I said, the small ones can really be killed rather fast, but the rest of them are not that easy. We can't really get to this one though. We can actually. Just that it's this way. More eggs. I don't know how the experience is. I think it's pretty good actually. They don't give that much items though. So if you kill the eggs, you can get a few bugs out of the ground apparently. That's good to know. You know, you can get a bit more experience. How are we actually staying over here? We haven't really went this way. I don't think there's anything there. Maybe a chest hidden, you know? I don't think anything more than that. It's actually nothing. There is a corpse, but it doesn't really give us anything. We haven't been inside the home either. Let's see what this reserves for us. Apparently not that much. It's the journeyman's bag or something. We replenished our replenishing or rejuvenation or whatever you want to call it, shield. I'm gonna call it a shield. I don't know why. I guess maybe a random sense or I'm getting the word maybe from other games. I don't know. So we have the world over here, the farmlands pretty set up. We didn't really do all this part. Guess we could go about it and then go back to Homestead. The bugs are not that hard, but there are a few of them, so be careful about that. They're pretty much one hit kill, so that's nice. It really builds up the confidence, you know, within us, especially since we really kind of got our asses handed back to us a few times last episodes. Nothing else apparently. Can I actually... Oh, this seems to be a bridge. Infested farmlands. We do have a quest within the infested farmlands. We need to rescue a bit of the farms. I don't really know where that quest is, to be honest. As we're gonna do the maps, we're gonna find or complete the quests as they are. So I guess we're sitting rather nicely for now. We're doing pretty good with the time we have as well. So let's go back fast to Homestead. Maybe we're gonna make a level up. Probably not from the quests. Not even hoping that, to be honest with you. Well, they were over here, so that's why I pretty much engaged them. How can you refuse? Well, I guess not that easy, but nice experience. Oh, there we go, got a bit of scrap. If that was nice, I don't know what it was, because you can't really get scrap like anywhere you actually want to. There is a place where you actually farm dynamite. I made a small clip about it. It will give you 1 scrap and 1 dynamite if you find that mini boss, but that's the only sure place I know how to get scrap, to be honest. Douglas Sullivan, Oddborough. My progress with the Dermapterans. I have cleared out the fields as you asked. Ooh, nice. There we go. A lot of experience. My god, 9,000. I'm revealed to hear that and that you've returned in one piece. Dermapterans should not be trifled with, especially in such numbers. I will speak to Captain Summers about sending some guards out along with some of the farmers. We will have that field cleared out in no time. In the meantime, I was hoping you would hear me out on a far more graver task. What is it? Dermapterans' hive are cyclical in nature. Every 7 years or so, they birth a new queen promptly proliferates, which promptly proliferates their numbers and causes them to explode across the countrysides. In the past, we relied to rally together and exterminate the queen while she was still young, but after the Grim Dawn, Dermapterans were allowed to thrive and their queen has molded into a massive creature that spawns near Dermapterans by the dozen every day. That spawns new, not near. She has to be destroyed, otherwise the insects will eventually run out of food and attack us in force. The queen is always guarded by two of her great viziers, whatever those are. She will have to acquire their pheromones glands to even enter her chamber. We know that the royal hive is somewhere out in the rotting croplands to the west of Homestead. After the way you handled in the infestation field, I'm confident in your abilities. Will you help us with the Dermapteran's production cycles? I guess I will. I'll gladly put together all of our iron bits you can pull, if you can pull this one off. I'll slay the goddamn thing. That's one quest. Now let's find Delilah, wherever she is. I think she's one of the... Oh, there she is. Delilah Trosbury. Thank you for clearing out our farm. It's the best news I've heard in weeks. I found your diary. Nice experience. I'm getting close to that level 43. Oh heavens, I hope you didn't read it. It's not proper to stick your nose into ladies' private scribblings. Thank you. I dropped it when we fled the farm. Figured the Dermatherans would have shredded by now. I assure you I have not read a word. You know what? I will say I know what. I'm gonna say the truth. I guess I'm like that. I kind of want to know if she's going to give me information on her brother. Your secret is safe with me, and a wink. Really? Thank you for returning my diary. It might seem silly, but writing helps me relax, even now with the world as it is. Okay. Anything else around, maybe? I don't know, another quest or something? Not that I don't have enough of them. Don't get me wrong or anything. Okay, so apparently that's about it. This is the bounty table, but I'm nowhere near the... They don't consider me an ally, apparently. I only did like a few homestead. I'm friendly with them and sort of far away from, I guess, the necessary reputation with them to actually get bounties. I must say I like Homestead. I'm really liking it. I have a bit of a problem, I guess, with the north part, sort of. But they're gonna get used to it. There we go, more of these guys. Gotta love them. And they're really aiding my life as well. They hit pretty good. I'm be confident in everything, but I should watch out. No, like pick my fights, not go directly off them. You're gonna see me pretty often actually doing this with the mouse, you know, like scribbling away or I don't know, moving it around. It will help you find different stuff within the world. That's sort of a trick I will actually suggest to do. Sometimes you may just pass them by, who knows, yeah, you can get them all, you know. Don't expect to get them all either. Really popping potions over here. These guys are not that easy to kill. They're not that hard either, especially since they're lower level than I am. But nevertheless, they're not that easy either. Actually, they hit pretty well. That's their secret, I guess. Let's go towards the road for now. Let's actually go inside the side of here. Oh, this was sort of a trap. What are these? They're undead. Yeah, we can deal with them. We've dealt with them before. I like that trap. Nasty and everything, but it's nice, you know. Have a bit of a change, besides just normal mobs that we're gonna find along the way. The last will of Martos ever broke. Another quest. Okay, I can respect that. I can actually go behind his house though. Apparently I need to move this somehow. Don't see any other way to get over here. This is something you can actually access. Let's go to over here. And everything else seems to be blocked away. Okay, let's go about reading apparently. Another quest item. We already have like this one. And this one. This is the only one we didn't read, but we're really far into the episode. I kinda don't wanna go about and give you a reading sort of guess, I don't know, episode. Although I like the story and everything, it's pretty nice. I really like it. I'll say that. But nevertheless, it's sort of silly just to, I don't know, have a whole episode with the readings. If you guys really like me reading stuff, although I'm pretty much botching or destroying the writing for that matter. If you really like me reading stuff from the story of the game, please tell me, I will continue. If not, well, I guess we're gonna find a way to do it. Maybe I'm gonna just do it off camera. And we'll see about the rest. It seems to be another road, but that I guess separates the field or something. Go, a lot of this wasp-like thingies. That Shadow Strike is really great. It really weakens them up and lowers their life and everything. It has a chance to actually proc that sort of effect, but nevertheless, it's pretty good. My god, I really bastard them. These sort of bugs look like a certain... Actually get out of here before I get killed. Let's poison them a bit. Do we get him all or get them all? Guess we sort of did. Ah, there we go. Have a chest. A bit of iron bits, not bad. Really far in the episode as it is, so we should call it a day. I guess with that being said, if you enjoyed the clip, give it a big like. If you want to see more, subscribe. And next time we're gonna try to actually see what this shrine is all about, and maybe even complete more of this map. Who knows? We do have a quest to actually bring back, if I'm not wrong. And we'll see what else we can find this way. The levels of the mobs are really nice. We can actually pull it off, not getting killed that easily. They hit pretty well as well. And we'll see where the story goes. See you guys next time.